but together we are so much stronger. Let's go, this what your power meant for. We go for hours, we'll be unstoppable. We're so unstoppable. When you fall down, get up, look around. Every opponent bows down. We gotta come up, time is now. When it gets harder, got you now. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. We're so unstoppable. We're so unstoppable.
When the ground shakes, we ain't afraid. We're pushing every obstacle out the way. You better get your head in the game. We run this town, no backing down. Here is when we say, oh, nah, 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 can't stop us, nah, nah, nah. Say, breath always be unstoppable. Oh, nah, 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 can't stop us, nah, nah, nah. Say, breath always be unstoppable. La 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 la.
We're to stay, yeah, yeah. Ready to play, yeah, yeah. Higher the stakes, but together we are so much stronger. Your turn, stay by my side. Don't get burned, contract for life. We'll be unstoppable. We'll be unstoppable. We can take a challenge, it's a chance. Find the balance, follow the plan. We got a challenge, stay down. We are the champions, look around. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. We're so unstoppable. We're so unstoppable.
When the ground shakes, we ain't afraid. We're pushing every obstacle out the way. You better get your head in the game. We run this town, no backing down. Here's when
compromising every moment just to follow. I found no hands for me to hold, no baby steps to take me home. I'm due for a miracle. 'Cause all I see is illusion, it's all illusion, it's all illusion. All I am is illusion, it's all illusion, it's all illusion. same again, again. Fires lit and blazing through. Been a long night and I can feel your anger. With the city of light is shrouded in the shadow. Tomorrow brings another day of sorrow. Stay where we are now. No,
NEARL Light finale!
but this game of running ends here and now. But sorry, I won't be the same again. The fire's lit and blazing through the darkness, burning her surrounded by the sirens, waking up the people in the silence. Just follow me, yeah. Electricity is running through my veins. Our history won't be written in chain. Though I lost myself of what I've done, the price won't be in vain. Muddy side, we fought so hard to swallow all the pride, but the time has come for light to shine away. The story will be told, we'll never be alone, yeah. I don't mind if you're gonna change your mind, 'cause we're running out of time, drawn into the afterlife. But can you feel the pain inside my head, this burden that we always carry? Show me, can you fight instead? But sorry, I won't be the same again. Fire's lit and blazing through the darkness, burning her surrounded by the sirens, waking up the people in the silence. Just follow me, yeah. No, I lost myself of what I've done, the price won't be in vain. And muddy times, we fought so hard to swallow all the pride, but the time has come for light to shine away. The story will be told, we will never be alone, yeah. So tell me how you
Hey yo!
don't wanna waste no time.
Call me! Thank you for the 10 super!
I don't wanna stay tonight.
Finally learned how NEARL Light concludes! Would Lot Knight be able to defeat the most radiant of knights? We start on Radiant! Alright, you know the rules. So do I. We start on the drop.
Don't hold my hand for this part. Full speed ahead. I know you noticed right from the start. Had my head held high since it began. 'Cause I've laid could you get it off? In the aftermath, oh, would you leave it all out on the table now?
There's the finale.
Before the dust settles down, 'cause right before the sunrise, I could see the fear in your eyes. You thought I'd disappear for good now. You thought you left me dead, 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 dead. You thought that I was slowing down by now, but think again, think again. I thought that I was gone for good now. Praying I turn around and said, hey, hey, hey. You thought that I was slowing down by now, but think again. Full speed ahead.
Yo! What is up? We back for round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, near life finale. It's been a good journey. It's been fun. It's been amazing. Now let's see how Hypergriff closes the story out, shall we? We're back, we're back, we're back. All right. Woo! Here it is. Today's the finale. That's it. There is no other Near Light stream. This is the final one, at least when it comes to the story. This is it. This is the end of the event. We here. We are here. As you know, we'll be finishing and concluding the Near Light story. So let's do this. Let's do this. Vamos! All right. Y'all ready? We're doing this. Vamos, 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 vamos. Can you do a last quick story recap for us Pepega watchers? What did we do? We did 9, assumedly. Did we do 9? I forgot what here's what happened. So, TLDR, long story short. Mr. Kagan, also known as Knights Mora, went on a Kagan quest, and he taught many people, Maria NEARL, the little sister of Margaret NEARL, the true meaning of her unexperienced life of what it means to die, because when you die when you are killed, and it's something that he was trying to beat into everybody's heads. Besides that, Mr. Kagan then had his ultimate battle against the Blood Knight, and he was rejected by Margaret. Platinum and Gravel had a quick kerfuffle for the doctor, and to top it all off, the Kagan quest guy, Knights Mora, got absolutely smacked by the Blood Knight. He did land a flesh wound, though. 'Tis but a flesh wound. That's about it. Did not get an arrow in the knee on Shining. Shining absolutely smoked the person shooting the arrows, trying to land an arrow in the knee. Monique, and yeah, that's like the super TLDR meme like recap of what we did last stream for the most part. For the most part. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Yeah, Knights Mora was just too memeable. I'm sorry. Too memeable. Oh, most importantly, the doctor brought the whole squad, Gravel included, out to go shopping in the district at nighttime at City. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. We're doing this. Vamos. I don't want to say too much. Gotta conserve the voice for this little finale we got. Where are we at? Did we finish? Oh, we finished 9. Oh. Wait, so we're on 10 now. Oh, we're on 10. Oh. Wow. Oh, we actually did some of 10 already. Hold on. I'm gonna skip ahead to where we were at. Hold on. Okay. All right, this is where we're at. Roy, of course, Roy. That makes sense. All right. This may well be our final mission. Wait, no, we did this too, actually. Hold on. The board is still split, and we'll have Platinum do the dirty work. And 𝙃𝙐𝙂 also authorized the attack? Why? After this is over, why would we still be concerned with the Radiant Knight? I don't know. Maybe 𝙃𝙐𝙂 felt threatened by the Radiant Knight. Since the board is on the same page, that works out quite nicely. They're already wary of us. Until 𝙃𝙐𝙂 give us a signal, we would do well to avoid exposing ourselves. In any case, let's just pray the Blood Knight can defeat the Radiant Knight. That'd make things a whole lot easier for us. Who do you think has a better chance of winning? Well, it's hard to say. All right. How are we doing? I'm going to be the commentator for the finals. Me? The numbers don't lie, Mob. You are now one of the top tournament commentators. Congratulations. Additionally, you've been a part of the NEARL sister story since Maria. The board of directors also sees this as a selling point and hopes to work with you more. Have you seen the latest issue of Knights Illustrated? You've been dubbed the voice that walks with the light, bro. That's a high praise. I'm just saying, the voice. Bro, imagine you go back. He goes back home, right? He's going back home to his village. And his old childhood friends come up, like, yo, what's it like being a commentator? Well, let me tell you, my friend Johnny, Johnny boy. Back where I work, they call me the voice that walks with the light. That's right. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, you're now a household name. Really? Unless we forget, your bonus will be credited to your account tomorrow. There will be something else for you after the major. Does that mean I'll finally be able to bring my parents to the Grand Knight territory? Of course. You could buy them a huge villa if you want. Aww, bro. Dude. Bro. That's so nice, man. That's awesome. Tickets to the finals? And Rhodes Island's help has been instrumental to this year's 𝙃𝙂𝙀𝙀 major, and we've learned much of you in terms of furthering the well-being of the infected. The winner of the year's major will be decided between the Radiant Knight and the Blood Knight, a final match between two infected. As such, I believe that Rhodes Island should be there to watch this unprecedented final match. I agree, I should be able to see my Radiant Knight NEARL. Also, if I'm not mistaken, those two sarcasm ladies over there are quite close to Margaret, yes? Thank you for your generosity. NEARL, she'll win, right? You have to see for yourself, young lady. So we have 4 tickets. Well, as leaders of Rhodes Island, we can't afford to miss this. And naturally, I'll have to come along to ensure doctor safety, of course, naturally. That leaves us with 2. I really want to see NEARL's dazzling performance, but the medic team is kind of tied down. But Dr. Amiya, you two should go for sure. And if Shining and Nightingale goes as well, that makes 4. I can't just leave the medic team like that. The major's about to end anyway, so there aren't as many people who need treatment. Besides, didn't the doctor do a wonderful job for the infected here? I imagine the situation will be pretty stable for a while. If I were in NEARL's shoes, I'd be heartbroken if none of my friends came to support me during the finals. You have a point. Liz, do you want to see NEARL's victory? Okay. Dr. Amiya, please allow us to join you. Ah, dude, that's so wholesome. Hibiscus is a real one. The finals are between the Blood Knight and Radiant Knight. No matter who wins, next champion will be one of us. The Area Zero conspiracy has been brought to light, and the one behind it has stepped down. Adeptus has promised you asylum, and you can start your life anew. It really is a fairy tale ending, huh? But that's not really the case, is it? Looking at today's news, discussions about the infected continue. The Armless can be dealt with, and the KGCC can be dealt with. How can we deal with the public's fear of oropathy? You fought against the KGC and the Union, but the latter is just a group of sellswords, and the former is the foundation of modern 𝙃𝙂𝙀𝙀. Flametail Knight Sona. Is this all it takes? Something's been on my mind recently, Tolan. Since you aren't from the Grand Knight territory, you might have a better sense of this than we do. Can we really improve the lives of the infected just by defeating the KGCC and the Armless Union? Honestly, can we even really defeat the KGCC? An infected. A person suffering from oropathy. A knight. One who competes for wealth and glory. A Minoan clad in blood-red armor, a warrior from the frontier of storms, a forte of boundless might. Put your hands together for Independent Knight 𝙃𝙖𝙪𝙀. I'm saying that completely wrong, I'm sorry. Oh, Minoan, your name is... Gave the other guy's head in. I believe in you. Let the match begin! Listen, Minoan, you're an infected. You've managed to hide it, and you've been able to scourge up a bit of recognition in the underground arena. Now, there are several nightclubs in the Granite territory that are interested in you. This is a prime opportunity to make a lot of money. As long as you get noticed by one of the big name nightclubs, we're going to go to the moons, I tell you. But there's no way they would let an infected become a knight. In a small pond like ours, we might be able to hide it, but once we go to the Granite territory, it'll be too risky. So what's your plan? So we pretend to sign a contract, then have you compete a few rounds and make some quick cash. Then we'll have you get injured and withdraw from the tournament. As for the official medical documentation, I'll try to grease some palms. We've got to coordinate this thing perfectly, right? Just call me Minoan. No need to remember my name. For your sake, you really should change your name to something strong and powerful sounding and easy to remember. Even a strange name is fine. You get me? Anyways, let's get going. Onwards to the Granite territory. Yay. Haha. Unbelievable! Who would have expected this newcomer to take down a White Maple Knight? Look at that blood-red armor and the deadly crimson edge. He condenses blood into a mighty weapon that even a swift and agile competitor like White Maple Knight could not invade. Incredible strength, awe-inspiring physique, exceptional situational awareness, and all in a sensational-looking package that is sure to sell. There's no need to wait for the judges. Without a shadow of a doubt, the winner is the Blazing Axe Knight. Was that his name before, or was that someone else? The Major? Did you forget what we... Too many people. No way, absolutely not. Do you remember how the previous champion ended up leaving Casimira's? Margaret NEARL, the Radiant Knight? Yes, her. Born into a long line of heroes, the youngest champion in history. But did any of that add up to anything? One sentence, she's an infected, and she's expelled from Casimira's. The entire NEARL family gone like dust in the wind. Don't joke around like that. We need to behave ourselves and... Of course. Of course. Sir, are you a Blazing Axe Knight 𝙃𝙖𝙪𝙀? I am. Oh, and who might you be? Are you his manager? Something like that. Wonderful. How fortunate. My name is Zarni, and I'm a spokesman for the General Chamber of Commerce. The Crimson Chalice nightclub? Yes, a nightclub established specifically for you. You are an infected, but when it comes to managing public opinion, I always prefer dredging to blocking. What do you think about this title? Casimira's Blood Red Chalice. This will be your iconic advertising slogan. A chalice, huh? Such an elegant image doesn't suit someone as rough and unrefined as me. Don't say that. As for the other members, it might even be possible to make an entire order of infected knights. But that would depend on what happens next. Why would you go out of your way to do this? Aren't ordinary people afraid of the infected? That's why ordinary people never amount to anything. Then if the infected can become knights, why was the Radiant Knight exiled? How did the spectators feel about that? I do believe that's where I come in. 𝙃𝙖𝙪𝙀. The second infected knight to cut his way through the major from Minos 𝙃𝙖𝙪𝙀 over the last 2 years, Casimira's Blood Red Chalice has become a household name. Blazing Axe Knight's meteoric rise in both rank and popularity, has become impossible to deny. His blood red armor, his raw visceral strength, he is, without a doubt, a true knight. Next, let me introduce you to his opponent for this round, Independent Knight Viviana Dross. Y'all win against each other, that's crazy. The Blood Knight? Yes, the Knights Association has just issued your official title. Your proposal, a path for the infected to gain official entry into the tournament, has been great reference material. As we speak, the board is moving to make it a reality. You and your Crimson Chalice nightclub may well be the pilots for this new program, and at the same time, this is also a declaration to all infected in Casimira's that we may not have given up on them yet. Hopefully, this can keep the infected problem from boiling over. Spokesman. Will the infected still face discrimination even after becoming knights? Unfortunately, they will. I can say this with near certainty. No matter when or where, people will always dread this disease. If you want them to change their views, you must resort to radical methods. If it's just a disease, there's nothing wrong with being afraid of a disease. But the infected are also victims, and the infected knights are still knights. Being a victim is also a part of the disease. As for the status of knighthood, perhaps you still do not understand. The medical community has never stopped researching oropathy, but progress has been too slow. The general view is that oropathy cannot be understood in our current theoretical framework. However, the good news is the board of directors is at least willing to meet with you and discuss your suggestions. All right. Come join my nightclub. You're the champion? Come with me and we can live a normal life. But we aren't that strong. I don't need you to accomplish anything special. For them, just having me is good enough. I thought I was going to get exiled and die alone in the wilderness. But now we're not staying in the city, and I can't even stay in the same nightclub as a champion. I'll lay down my life for you. That was weird. Did I... Not I still stay in the city. And I can even stay... I can even stay in the same nightclub as a champion. This is right, but not I still stay in the city. Not I. Not I. Not... That's weird. Okay. Your saving grace, Blood Knight. Long live the Blood Knight. Long live the Blood Knight. What a Chad. The man actually saved so many knights doing that. Typo? Probably a typo. Probably a typo. Probably a typo. Let's go. You came here to get a glimpse of the Blood Knight? Just a glimpse is enough. We still have to follow our own path. This is unbelievable. Can you believe your eyes? No, because it's unbelievable. Come on, man. Because I sure can't. The Radiant Knight has suddenly entered the fight. The Knights Association that let it happen. Oh my God. I've never seen a situation like this in all my years of commentating. Though I don't know how the National Council will react, it doesn't change the fact that they won. So that is the Radiant Knight. For what reason did you come back? This place is always bustling. Congratulations on making the finals, sir. The deciding battle between you and the Radiant Knight will be soon upon us. Afterwards, the championship ceremony will be held here, and the champion will personally memorialize this victory. But, as you are the champion, this should all be familiar to you. The major grows in size and scope each and every time. I don't like the bloated tournament formats and award ceremonies you've tacked on. Sorry about that. Has the portrait of the Radiant Knight been hung back up? Yes. The Knight Association has reaffirmed the Radiant Knight's status, and she has been reinstated as Casimira's champion. May I ask you a question? Of course, spokesman. You and the Radiant Knight are both infected. What do you think of her? She's a magnificent failure. Oh. Her defiance, her willpower, her formidable abilities in these areas, she is magnificent. But because she accomplished nothing with all that, she is a failure. To demonstrate her conviction or to maintain her glory, she allowed herself to be exiled, dragging her entire family down. Was she really able to protect even a single person? You don't seem to see eye to eye with her. Those are two separate questions, spokesman. Does she need me to see eye to eye? The finals. Now this is a matchup worth the money. The Blood Knight versus the Radiant Knight. Can't even imagine what kind of match this is going to be. My oh my, so this is Casimira's famous night banquet. I must say it lives up to its reputation. What kind of battle will we see between these two knights? Aha! The land of the knights always has some surprise up its sleeves, madame. All we need to do is wait and see. Just in half an hour until the round starts. Yeah, we've got a ton of spectators. Hey, use section C as a guide for how to lead people in. Fill up section I last. Sorry, just too crowded. Don't worry. Are our preparations complete? Good. Remember when Malkivek said, regardless of whether or not the Radiant Knight wins, add that line into the final announcement. Rhodes Island? They've come to watch the match too. I see. Under the Adeptus name. That's fine. Pay almost attention to our security. Also keep an eye on the movement of the campaign knights. Spokesman, your your further instructions? Sorry. Give me a moment. Madame Dross. Mickey. It's been a while. What can I do for you? I've let you down. But those words do not escape his lips. Come on, man. Really? McKee's hands seem to be fumbling about in midair as if trying to buy some leeway for his Chair-kun. But in the end, he gives up. Even at the end, he couldn't be honest. Or listen to the good person inside of him. He just continues to do what he does. What a shame. Hiya! What a sempia. Oh man, that's funny, dude. The young hunter sets out on his Kagan quest. Mr. Kagan quest again. From dreams he goes towards the shores of gold. From dreams he goes towards the shores of gold. A halberd in hand stained red with blood of kin, drowning in the bright moon's sorrow. Until the Black Knight paints over his vision. I'm confused what's going on. Until a tower of bone stands erect in his heart. Are they all singing it? Or is it just like, it's just, he's thinking of people? Until hemlock chokes his hazy home. Until hemlock chokes his hazy home. Are they... It's just told us singing, I believe. Got it. Oh, the hunter is bound to flame by ashes. Okay, I understand. So like the directed scene is he's singing the song and then it's showing the perspectives of everyone around the city before the final match. Got you. I was a little confused. Oh, the hunter's soul sleeps in the eye of the spring. From the lighthouse did the longbow loose, but with its arrows of bonfires and dawn. Upon the dead has the bone urn been splashed, but the father still waters white cocoons under the tree. We made it, but it's so crowded. Now you could have guessed that just from what was on TV. Stay close to me. Don't get separated in the crowd. Over here, Doctor. Nightingale, you should be careful as well. Right now, it's exactly 8 o'clock in the Grand... Holy crap, it's 8 o'clock in the Grand Knight territory. 8 o'clock in the Grand Knight territory. Welcome to the 24th Grand Finals of the Casimira's Major. As always, it's your old buddy, Greymouth Mob here. The voice that goes with the light. After countless hardships and struggles, after countless victories and defeats, Casimira's will tonight crowns yet another champion after 3 long years. Don't expect much sleep in the land of the Casimiras tonight. Not that I got any last night. A new hero and a legend will be born. Countless eyes are on us from all over the world. Knight enthusiasts from Colombia, Victoria, Lithuania, you name it. All are paying rapt attention to tonight's match. And tonight's match, yes, in a single night will shatter countless records. The number of concurrent viewers, the total amount of traffic, single day sales. But that's not all. The most important thing of all are the knights. Take a good look, every single one of you lucky spectators. Tonight even, the Minoan goddess of war will have to concede. For the first time ever in over 2 decades, 2 champions will clash in the grand finals. 2 champions, 2 of the greatest knights Xivam-Kun has ever seen. Anybody lucky enough to be here to witness this historic event, make sure to etch every moment of this night into your memory. Because from now on, you all will be a part of the greatest moment in history of the Xivam-Kun Major. The 2 contenders for the championship require no introduction, but rules are the rules. The rules are the rules. Dr. Stone. So I've got to waste a few of your precious minutes. First, let me introduce you to the defending champion of the Major, Xivam-Kun's Blood Red Chalice, the Blood Knight of the Crimson Chalice Nightclub, 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀. That's hard. That name is like, dude. The hero has no flashy moves. He simply stands in the arena feeling the temperature of the soil and the humidity of the air. The Blood Knight lifts his head slightly. He can hardly see the night sky from beneath the binding arrow of light. The Blood Knight, he's the one who created a path to knighthood for the infected. I had no idea he was this kind of warrior. Just listen to those deafening cheers. Shining, he's the one they call their hero. Even if we know very little about him, I can't deny that he is a hero. And even if he stands in NEARL's way, I can't deny he's a tough opponent. And on the other side, the young legend, the heir of a great hero, bearer of 1,000 glories and former occupant of the throne of champions, only to be exiled in the blink of an eye, a tragedy in the hearts of countless people. But none of that matters now. She is the youngest champion in the history of the Major, the quickest to achieve the rank of Grand Knight, an independent knight who rose to the highest honor in the land. The legend on everyone's lips now walks before us once more. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, please welcome the light-bringing Pegasus, the one and only, the true beauty, the radiant knight, Margaret NEARL! 2 infected, 2 champions, and 2 grand knights. This match will be one for the history books. A match up so exciting, your heart might leap out of your chest. I know mine did after seeing NEARL's. It's now my pleasure to announce the deciding grand finals of the 24th Xivam-Kun Major. Begin! Like now. Oh, he took out the helmet. Oh, he took off the helmet. Hey, yo, that's respect. What's going... The Blood Knight suddenly took off his helmet. This usually only happens after the match is decided. You... The Radiant Knight. I'm very glad you've made it here. Thank you. A lot of people do not understand your choices, but I do. You wish to become a beacon. You know that you alone cannot tear down this era, and if you could, it would be meaningless. Therefore, you cast your own light forth to illuminate a path forward to others, in hopes that those who are forced to kneel will straighten their backs, to let those oppressed choose their own destinies. Your dedication is most honorable, Radiant Knight. From your eyes, I cannot see even a speck of the so-called dust of ideals. Many heroes do strive to act out of justice, but do it too hastily, in a way that is only self-serving. No, I was surprised. After I returned to Xivam-Kun, I met a number of knights who still held on to their faith. They haven't lost themselves to modernity. From them, I can still see the embers of glory flickering. Virtue will always exist. This city is not so rotten to that extent. But virtue alone cannot change this era. On this decadent knight stage, there's only one thing I want to prove. That even now, true knights still exist. That beauty, honor, and justice still exists here. Indeed, those things, that spirit, are like gems, and you, Margaret, illuminate those gems and wait for others to pick them up again. That is your greatest limitation, Margaret. Dedication, sacrifice, and fighting for justice are of course noble and righteous. For this, I admire you. But these things, the spirit of knighthood, may not be enough to save this complex era. You handed a pickaxe to the weak and taught them to break down walls of stone, but you never taught them how to build a new home. Or rather, you never told them. While they can choose a new path, there are many different paths they can take. The Blood Knight suddenly launches the first attack. In terms of range, the Radiant Knight's Sword Spear should undoubtedly have the advantage, but right now, wait a minute. It's Blood Arts? After the axe swing, he's immediately following up with the Spear of Blood from his left hand? She blocked it. I'm not done yet. I want to see this animated, please. A burst of light. It's the Radiant Knight's arts. In the opening moments of the match, it's an arts against arts showdown. I can see what's going on, but the two are clearly already going at it hard. More precise arts control. And to throw it out so instantly. Unbelievable. This could have not been achieved through ordinary training. No, there's no way you can learn skills like this from the arena. Is it military training? Fighting rampaging beasts on the wastelands. I can say this for sure, Margaret. You now shine like the sun in the sky. Every duel you fight, against the Knight's Mara, against the Candle Knight. Are you always this calm? Look at you. This is the first time I've seen your expression on the battlefield. You. My expression. Much less burdened than I expected, Blood Knight. I've given it some thought as well. I returned to the arena only to see decadence and decay, whether or not I'd be shaken. But now, I am firm in my beliefs. Oh, we should probably put that conversation aside for another time. Agreed. The eyes of the two knights meet. The power beneath their armor roils relentlessly, and strong convictions flaring in their hearts. Now is not the time to talk about the future. Now is the time to decide a winner. The future is now! Oh, man. Bro, I want to see this fight animated. Animated. It's not going to happen, but please. All right. This is it. We know what happens. Well, at least I think I do. I think the Radiant Knight NEARL wins, right? Tie? Could be a tie. I didn't think about a tie, actually. A tie could be possible. Fear neither hardship nor darkness. These excellent saplings must take root and grow in this poisonous land. Perhaps we made the wrong decision after all, NEARL. Grandmaster. General Chamber was unable to figure out our objective. Naturally, they must have assumed that we came here to topple them, opportunistically to consolidate this power of the Adeptus, and of course, they'd be correct. The Adeptus has taken over the supervision of Area Zero, and the General Chamber must be made to pay. The businessmen will never understand just how far we're willing to go for the sake of that girl, Margaret. Fear neither hardship nor darkness has long been the motto of the NEARL family. These words have also been inscribed on the swords, spears, and shields of nearly 30 members of the Silverlands Pegasus nightclub. During that war, in the midst of the hopeless battle mired in that pitch-black swamp, Kirill NEARL vowed to save every last besieged knight. They were without supplies, their communications cut off, and the combined army's artillery division and tactical unit were searching for them. NEARL only convinced 7 knights to take part in the rescue operation. Before they set off, each of them engraved those words on their shields. Fear neither hardship nor darkness. 7 knights set out, but 41 returned. But of the original 7 knights, only Kirill and I remained. Bro! Wait, so she fought alongside the NEARLs. But the 2 of you saved over 30 comrades, and also brought back everyone's shields. After that night, all 41 inscribed those words on their swords, their armor, their staves, and their shields. After that, we broke through on the east. Yeah, and when you regrouped with the nightclub again, only 7 knights were left once more. Just as the heaven willed. But 3,000 enemies were wiped out, and the shields of those 46 knights, all bearing the coats of arms of their respective families, were returned to Kazimierz. Not a single one was left behind. Daybreak over the Golden Prairie. Every single campaign knight knows this battle well, Grandmaster. We salute you. Ha. The Armless Union wants to harm the children of the NEARL family? Ha. I wonder if they have enough forces in their reserves. What an explosion! The arts wrapped around our 2 competitors came into contact, causing a huge blast. The first to appear from the smoke is the Blood Knight. The Blood Knight's been repelled. He's holding his axe in the other hand now, not his dominant hand. Did his arm go numb from the impact? On the other side, Margaret's supporting herself using her strange sword spear. And without a doubt, the Blood Knight came out on top in this last exchange. The Blood Knight is charging again, but does the Radiant Knight have time to react? What? Too bad. I'm 1 step ahead of you. I want this animated. Your movements. There's no way skills like that could have been tempered in this playground. Who did you fight for during your time in exile? When facing an attack, your first instinct is not to evade and counterattack, but to withstand the blow. Knight's duty is to defend, even if it means giving her life. Is it now? You are not the type to speak lightly of life and death. Show me then, just what life and death mean to you. What a dazzling display of close quarters combat. After the Radiant Knight repelled the onslaught, the 2 seem to be locked in a never-ending melee. Wait, it's not that simple? A huge pool of blood is appearing beneath the 2 combatants' feet. It's the Blood Knight's trap. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, exsanguination to me. The pool of blood seems to congeal into sticky silk strands, tangling themselves around Margaret's limbs. The blood flowing through the Pegasus body resonates with its compatriot, causing a tingling pain. Wait, so the blood inside of Margaret is actually being affected by the Blood Knight? As if I'd let you. You severed the resonance with your arts? Did he just take a knee? What a turn of events! The Blood Knight was trying to control the Radiant Knight using his arts, but was unexpectedly rebuked. With an hack and smack of the Radiant Knight's sword spear, her opponent has fallen to the ground. This is the first time in the major that the Blood Knight has been forced to his knees. I'm sure everyone heard that thunderous impact. Just how much damage did our defending champion take? You should have been able to easily take a blow like that. Blood Knight rises to his feet wordlessly and once again brandishes his massive axe, swinging it straight at his opponent's head. Jolts of pain racks his entire body, forcing the Blood Knight's axe to shift downward slightly. He's tired. What incredible strength. To him, this pain is both foreign and familiar. It is unlike being burnt, cut, or frostburned. It's unlike any pain he has ever felt in the arena. This pain comes from the depths of his body. His disease. A tipping point. That last blow of yours. You hit hard. How do you like this then? Blood glistens and condenses into an amorphous ball of light. Margaret has no time to weigh her options. She has to interrupt his arts. A glowing aura emerges from behind her. This light given form is strong enough to melt all suffering. Go get her, Blood Knight. Stay away from him. Finish him off with your arts, Margaret. Knights really are popular, aren't they? It should be me, not them. This is an energy he gives. Sorry, I don't like Roy. Everyone is in position. Oh, my dear Monique. Would you imagine how nice it would have been if we never formed the Armorless Union, but instead, we became glorious knights? Well, anyways, how are things for Platinum? I almost feel bad for her. Forgive me for the rudeness. The Armorless Union is just you bunch. Laugh all you want. Not like I can see your expression under that helmet anyway. Silverland's Pegasus, huh? Are a few armlets not good enough for you to sink your teeth into? The leaders of the Union, 30 of our members, you only sent 7. Are you saying that we don't stand a chance against just 7 of you? No. Of course not. 7? Just 3 of us will suffice. Bro, they what the fudge? Hey, bro, they build different, man. They build different. You telling me 30 Armorless Unions squared up and they're like, yeah, send 7 of us. And then 7 went and they like looked at each other, they're like, ah, bro, wait, hey, 4 of you, you want to go hang out with like the broskies and hey, ain't you engaged? Go hang out with your girl, man. I got this. Go home. Dinner on me. I'll be back within like 30 minutes after this. All right, we'll go for a lunch break. Like, bro, the flex. Damn. It's a spear of light. Wait, no, that's the Blood Knight's axe. It's covered with an aura of blood, but the Radiant Knight dodged. Wait, it's a feint. The Radiant Knight sword spear. Whew. I'm gonna be honest, I have no words to describe what's going on right now. I've never seen such fierce fighting. I'm afraid even an instant replay wouldn't clear this up for us. Are you jealous, Titus? Blood Knight is very powerful. I thought there weren't any infected who could have such a commanding presence. Never thought the city could cultivate an iron will like that. Nora always told me Casimir's had forgotten the meaning of glory. This city always gave me that impression. Grandstanding, superficial, mired in an unfathomable depth of consumerism and commercialism. But the people living in this city, every person is still fighting to survive. They're all driven on by the conviction in their hearts. Nora was right. That glory, those virtues will never be forgotten. Isn't that? Aww. Hey, bro, listen. I'm just saying, if I'm gonna fight with someone, my brother pulls up to the side, he's like, hey, you got this, big bro? Dude, listen. You just gave me a buff, man. You like, that should be considered cheating. I'm gonna be honest with you, all right? Nora about to like square up. I'm like, this is no ordinary match. Don't you think our cheering is a bit too ordinary? That's the thought that counts. It's not like Margaret can hear us with how big the crowd is. Why don't we keep our eyes peeled for the Armorless Union instead? Even if the old bigwigs of the Adeptus let us come, who knows if the Union is still hiding out there? Margaret, take him. Oh, yeah, no, it's Rob. It's Nora one. Sorry. The audience's cheers were always only meant for their own ears. Even if Margaret can't hear them, as long as she remembers that people are supporting her, she will not fall. Does that mean she's a NEARL? Or Margaret's little sister Maria? Just as Margaret said, everyone eventually came together, right? The aura of light grows stronger while the sheen of blood revels in chaos. The two continue to clash without a single word. Hey. Psst. Hey. Real quick. Is the referee still keeping score? No? Wait. What? He's not keeping score. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah. No, no, I'm good. I got this. Yeah. The voice that runs with the light, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. 100%. Mm-hmm. Radiant Knight. Splendid. You're the only one who could withstand this attack head on. Likewise, what kind of power is this? The Blood Knight stands firm and lifts his axe. You can see the chip in his helmet. Once the blood arts enveloping his weapon fades, the once adamantine Minoan axe crumbles like dust. Only half of the Radiant Knight's sword spear remains, its shattered blade punctured by the Blood Knight's helmet, revealing his determination-filled eyes. Woo! Got that soundtrack playing. Hold on. Dude. Margaret's sword spear broke? I went through so much to reinforce it. Blood Knight's strength is beyond doubt, but he's also lost his weapon. Now both of them are unarmed. Marvelous! This is the first time I've ever felt that the night competitions could bring real joy. Oh, I recall my hometown. Those white buildings surrounding that pristine blue lake. At the end of the road was a row of blue fences, with a pot of jasmine flowers placed there. The rusty smell of blood, flowing heat of blood, raw determination of blood. Menos is a beautiful place, Blood Knight. Many knights fight for wealth, some for fame, but we, the infected, we only fight for survival. Every match I win, I live a day longer. Another day to spend in the dumps, and it's not easy. What about you, Radiant Knight? You are much stronger than I imagined. What have you been through? Is Neural looking at us? It seems so. You can do this, Neural. You can do it! Let's go! Oh, that's my Grand General right there. Margaret, you better not lose. I swear if you end up losing, there goes my entire life savings. It doesn't matter as long as they have a good rumble. You bet. It's been so long since I've seen anyone like that at Margaret. It's making my hands itchy, old timer. Tragedy. I've seen an entire city crumble beneath a catastrophe. The infected slaughtering innocent civilians, stacking their bodies high and burning them as a warning. I've seen bounty hunters torment the poor and downtrodden for sport. Parents selling their young children for uncontaminated food and water. I've seen an unimaginable tragedy I could never imagine in Xivam-Kun. However, I also met a group of people clawing their way forward through that suffering. I am not alone, Blood Knight. And yet, after seeing all of that, you still chose to come back to Xivam-Kun to reclaim your narrow-minded ideals. Yes. Huh. Then, if that is true, you are no longer narrow-minded. This will be my final strike, Radiant Knight. Come, let us settle this without any further delay. Thinking about anything else is a right reserved only for the victor. Blood Knight, 𝙃𝙖𝙂𝙀, you truly are a great knight. Ooh! Hey, yo! Hey, yo! And determining which of us is the victor shall bring glory to all of 𝙃𝙖𝙂𝙀. Oh, bro, it hits different in game. With the soundtrack, bro. My name is Margaret NEARL. My family motto is fear neither hardship nor darkness. Minoan, from this day forth, I am no longer alone. So, will the Blood Knight win and make things easy for everyone? Or will the Radiant Knight win and we have to get our hands dirty yet again? Hey! Oh, my bad. I was grabbing a drink with the boys. Excuse me, is anyone sitting there by chance? I never thought I'd get to watch the finals on a big screen from the side of the street. Dude, you see this? What a Metropolitan life, huh? Absolutely dazzling. Margaret shines even brighter than before. Losing her would be a huge blow to the Silver Lances. But when you look at her like this, you know, she really is a rebel after all. Teams 3 and 4 wait for instructions by the entrance. Teams 5 enter the arena and mark Rhodes Island. Team 6 mark Maria's group. The NEARL family has a tendency to produce the most incredible and, let's be honest, the most stubborn people. Wouldn't you agree, Milner? Aww, aww, bro. Aww, bro. Uncle came to see his bro. He's such a tsundere uncle. I love it, dude. Bro. It's really cool. Even if you have, as someone that, like, I had a lot of beef with my uncle growing up, but I loved him to death. But, you know, and even after, he always came to, like, every single one of my graduations and birthday celebrations, no matter what we said to each other. It was always me saying stuff to him, right? Because of the stuff that he did, but it means a lot. It really does. That's awesome. What a tsundere. Always feels like to me it doesn't matter who wins. This is a duel between knights. Blood Knight and the Radiant Knight. They're shining paragons. But that's not where our battles are. The things we want can't be found there either. They opened the way for us and we must keep fighting. The two combatants, now without their weapons, are now condensing their arcs to have one last showdown. What a lengthy struggle. After the light fades, who will be the first to fall? I'm gonna read that. Some of the knights at the venue stop their horse shouting and cheering. They slowly rise to their feet silently, waiting for the conclusion. The Blood Knight. He's at his limit. For a moment, it seems as if the entire Grand Knight territory went silent. But a melodious horn from outside the arena breaks the silence. It soars through the clouds, up beyond the whole riddled nightscape. This is a tribute, 𝙃𝙖𝙂𝙀. Aww. Aww. The tsundere came back too. We got all the tsunderes coming back. You love to see it. A hero has risen. Uncle Mjolnir is a type of uncle that says, I was just passing by while holding two plushies, one of Blemmy, one of Margaret, and then like, I am Blemmy's #1 fan sign in his hands. 100%. 100%. A thunderous roar, a symphony of clashing sounds. Each time weapons collide, sparks burst forth and obscure the light. The first to fall will be defeated. Blood Knight steps falters. The hero's body has long dried up from his blood manipulating arts. Radiant Knight, how long will you remain in 𝙃𝙖𝙀𝙀? Will you continue to kindle this land's lighthouse? When I return to my homeland, I already steeled myself to never run. Good. Come. We shouldn't leave any regrets behind. Right. I'm sorry, Doctor. This duel won't have any meaning. Salute the Blood Knight. Salute our hero. The Blood Knight gazes at the sky. He can no longer move a muscle. The sky. Even if the nomadic city has moved past that lightless night, the Blood Knight will still remember. He remembers there was never a moment when the knight surrendered to the city. You can hear it. It's your win, Radiant Knight. Fresh blood spills onto the ground. Though unable to maintain the basic structure of his arts, the Blood Knight still clutches his weapon that looks like it could dissipate at any moment. No. What are you doing? The winner should not be propping up the loser. There is no loser here, Blood Knight. Ooh, we have a winner! The one left standing at the end. No, more accurately, the Radiant Knight is holding up the Blood Knight. The Blood Knight cannot stand on his own. The panel is still tallying up the score, and until now, their scores were neck and neck. But based on what we just saw, if the Blood Knight is unable to continue fighting, then without a doubt, the champion of 𝙃𝙖𝙀𝙀's 24th Special Night Tournament is none other than the Radiant Knight, Margaret NEARL. Execute the plan. Various teams are moving to strike. Special detachment has entered the arena targeting Maria NEARL and 𝙃𝙖𝙀 While the crowd is in chaos, what a deafening roar of applause. I really do envy the knight's popularity. It should have been me. You know, there are some knights who aren't as popular. It seems like you have some other reason for saying that. You know, details. All Night Lords always remain at the very top. Frustrating, isn't it? How curious. I wonder what kind of lives you bounty hunters lead to be able to mingle with the knights. Ursa's artillery destroyed our town. We became a pack of hunters in need of prey to survive. You know, one rainy night, we hunted a wild mangler until dawn, only to discover that a knight had long snatched up our prey. Oh, that seems like an interesting story. You know, the cool part was he was all decked out princely and all glittering in gold, pretending to use the rain to wash off the blood on his face. It's pretty sick. So we asked what a knight would be doing all the way out here. You want to guess what he said? What? He said, I'm not a knight yet, just a wanderer. And then he asked us, who were you again? Bro. Oh, my Monique. When did you decide to fly in? I thought your part of the operation was quite some distance from here. And what's more, you even got hurt. Cut the crap, Roy. Either call the thing off or come help me out over here. Sir? It wasn't me, it was Roy. Just so we're clear. Now, what kind of wind would be able to blow our own wanderer back here? Roy the Lazarite is about to get up, but a hand presses down on his shoulder. sarcasm. Wanderer, huh? You know, at the time, I thought to myself, why the hell are you playing Thumb? So this is what I said back to him. Standing before you is Casimir's strongest bounty hunter. A few months ago, what analyst could have predicted this outcome? That's our champion would be the Radiant Knight Margaret NEARL after suddenly and shockingly returning to the arena. Now, let your cheers fill this arena. The prize pool for today's competition has reached an unbelievable amount. It's no exaggeration to say that the Radiant Knight's legendary experience has scored her enough wealth to rival that of an entire corporation. Even the generals, the GCC will be here today to make a huge announcement to everyone. To our wonderful friends in the arena and those watching from home, the Knights Association officially confirmed yesterday that they will hold a champions press conference tomorrow. But right now, there is a truth we must share with all of you. 6 years ago, the Radiant Knight was exiled by the Knights Association for concealing her status as an infected, but today, the Radiant Knight's name has finally been cleared. Her exile was the result of a criminal conspiracy. The scoundrels bought off the Knights Association and forcibly expelled the Radiant Knight from the country on false pretenses. Yes, indeed. Here as a representative of the Knights Association, the National Council, and the General Chamber of Commerce, I solemnly announce to the entire audience that all accusations against the Radiant Knight are hereby dropped. The Radiant Knight, our great champion, is not infected. Doctor? This is about Margaret, man. Wait, Doctor, did you purposely? If you deny your own heart and conceal the truth from the world, there is no glory to be had. Before NEARL left to Rouge Island, the doctor told her about the possible consequences. Even if the KGCC does not take this as a threat, NEARL will eventually call upon Rouge Island to be her notary. For the sake of... Wait. Why now of all times to come clean? God damn it, the KGCC is trying to get the infected to turn on each other. This is bad. They're trying to make it look like the Radiant Knight doesn't represent them and that their champion lost. Make it seem as if my sister lied to everyone. What's going on? Is Margaret not infected? In order to protect the young and energetic Margaret, old NEARL purposely had her exiled. She was exiled because of Grandpa? Even Margaret herself didn't know about this. She truly believes she had contracted oropathy during the competitions and even came to terms with it. Oropathy is not something that can be hidden forever. For this many years, she must have discovered the truth long ago. Now's her chance. Go, go, go. Stop right there. What'd you knock to my dagger? You're worthless. I'll hand... Armorless. Maria, watch out. Sophia stands her ground in front of Maria. The armorless assassin raises the dagger in his hands. Despicable cutthroat. And a man just got killed by Shiny. You did that with just your health? Damn you. Innocent people will get hurt here. I'd prefer if you didn't disturb the peace. That one's mine. This would have been so great animated. What's the meaning of this? The Radiant Knight isn't infected? What kind of sick joke? I thought this whole time she was fighting for the infected, but all along she... Could it be that the Radiant Knight was lying to us? You've been made a pawn. I realized it shortly after leaving Casimir's. Oropathy is like a curse, and yet my body showed no signs of it. The rest fell into place soon after that. My grandfather had me leave Casimir's, all for the sake of protecting my rash and impetuous self. The GCC will not relent until the Radiant Knight is no longer a thorn in their side. Here, into my shoulder. Many thanks. It's not for the worsening of your condition. I well could have been the one to lose this match. There's no point saying things like that. You think I fought my way here just to use my oropathy as an excuse? No. The infected will not trust you. They are very wise. They did not let you spread your prestige among the masses. They set you up to be the villain. Do you also think of me that way? Me? An infected who fights for the infected, or a normal person who fights for the infected? Which is more noble? Some people do not understand this principle, but public opinion will ignite their extremism. The days you spend here will not be pleasant. It would seem that this news has already caused quite a stir. Oh my, the panel has come to its final decision. The Radiant Knights' victory is well deserved. Tonight, Casimira's will crown a new champion. In 2 hours, the Radiant Knight Margaret Nor will enter the annals of history at the Walls of Champions. Yay, but don't go anywhere because tomorrow we'll have our grand closing ceremony. You won't want to miss it. 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀. What? Night belongs where there is glory to be had. Of course, if you really wanted to give them a slap across the face, you could just ditch the award ceremony. I'd be running away. Same as how I ran from Casimira's back then. So, what's your plan? We'll go together. Interesting. It would be my honor. Next, a few words from the host. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Hold on. So something's happening down there. The Radiant Knight is ignoring the host. She's helping the Blood Knight up and heading for the arena's exit. What's the meaning of this? Does the Radiant Knight plan to share the championship with the Blood Knight? Damn you! Trying to virtue signal now that your lives are out in the open. Drop the act already, Radiant Knight, traitor to the infected. That all the accusations against the Radiant Knight are hereby dropped. Okay, so what? Radiant Knight isn't an infected? Justin, are you alright? Yeah, I'm just shocked. The KGCC make that up? No. It's not difficult to frame a normal person as an infected, but it is virtually impossible to hide an infected. So the Radiant Knight isn't an infected. And why has she been fighting for us all this time? Monique, the Radiant Knight and the Blood Knight have left the arena. Do we go after them? Monique? Sorry to bother. Monique? Moshi mosh. Moshi mosh. What's happening in the arena? They weren't kidding when they said 3 was enough. Practically snapping my arrows like toothpicks. They really are getting smacked. Okay. Did he seriously just cleave the pillar with the platinum? He cleaved the pillar with the swing of his sword. Those pillars have to be made out of cardboard or something, right? Calm down. We're out of our depth here. Let's back up for now and regroup with the main force. Only weakness of the Silverlands Pegasi is their stubborn adherence to tradition. They won't have any other tricks up their sleeves. Someone's attacking the wall. Dauntless Union. They would dare to launch an attack when the audience hasn't even left yet? Everyone, please don't panic. Security. Yes, security will make sure you get to safety. I thought the Knights of the Nearl's family was supposed to be all shiny and glowing. Seriously though, Mjolnir. Why stick your nose where it doesn't belong? You aren't even a knight, and if you plan to stay in the Grand Knight territory, you know better than to anger the KGCC. 10 years. I'm sorry? I worked for 10 years, and not once did I ask for a leave over personal matters. In other words, right now, I am legally entitled to 3 months of vacation. vacation for Mariner, but for Roy, it's 3 months of hell if he decides to stick around. Tolan over there in the back, like, that's my guy. You see that? That's my guy. That's Broski. You know what I'm saying? It's my bro. Look at him. His redemption arc. Look at him getting his redemption arc. That's my bro. You can see Tolan just like he's like fighting like this with Monique as he's like watching like Mariner like, you know, finally redeem himself. Stop scurrying around, you pesky bounty hunter. I'm sorry. Did I catch that correctly? Did you just say you're on vacation? Oh man, that's a perverse joke if I've ever heard one. One more thing, Roy. Light flashes through the Lazarite's vision. Like the morning breeze wafting through a forest, it is neither strong nor conspicuous, almost as if the lake surface could block it. In a heartbeat, Mariner's sword is resting against the Lazarite's neck. Whether or not we're knights is not for you to decide. Then who does get to decide? Casimiro has no right to dub me. Faster than light. Not even kidding. Uncle. Are you still able to walk? I'm fine. But more importantly, have you thought about what doing this means? Just reclaiming the title of knight from me. Look, isn't that the Blood Knight and the Radiant Knight? Are they going to walk to the Wall of Champions like that? Hey, come here, take a picture, quick. What's the situation? We can't reach the two Lazarites. The Radiant Knight and Blood Knight are slowly moving towards the Wall of Champions exhibitional. Spokesman, the Radiant Knight and the Blood Knight are headed for the Wall of Champions together, and the board of directors is very unhappy about this development. Have the Armorless stop them, otherwise they'll be branded as enemies of the KGCC. This is for their own good. Understood. Oh, and a letter for you that came in this morning. A letter? Yes, according to the messenger, it was signed, your friend. Doctor. Just leave it over there. I'll see you later. Are you... Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Totally. Okay. All right. Then. Goodbye. Doctor, I'm sorry. This is all I can do for you. Forgive me. Forgive me for not even daring to read your letter. Maybe only after you've left the Grand Knight territory will I have the right to respond to it. Has this road... has it always been this long? You're wounded, so we're walking slower. Look, over there. Block the road. Radiant Knight, Blood Knight, there are countless crossbows pointed at you. All we ask is you turn back right now. These are the orders from the KGCC. We do not wish to have to strike down our two champions. It seems that our pilgrimage ends here. Go. Knight has already bowed in defeat for a long time. I will let them know. The arrow lodges into the ground between the two knights and the armorless. Who's there? Ah, the true hero of the story. Justice Knight, sorry. What are you looking at, armorless scum? Enemies, the infected are attacking. Fire! Your bolts won't reach our champion, armorless. Try this on for size. Infected are here. Call for backup. Wait, our comms are cut off? Perfect shot. It's you. This would be our second official meeting, right? Our two champions. By the way, my name's Sona and I'm a huge fan, and Doctor's also a huge fan, so I was just wondering if we could get, autographs real quick. But that aside, if we find the time... I'm using the restroom. I wasn't even pretending to be Sona. I was just putting myself in her shoes. Bro, I wasn't even like trying to voice act as Sona. I legit was like thinking if I was in that situation, I'd be like, yo, can I get an autograph like real quick? Bro, when is the next time you're gonna see two champions like right next to each other? Bro, I would have like, you know, oh dude. And then when I saw, if we find the time, I'd love to get an autograph. Oh man, am I jelly? Yes, I'm jelly. I want an autograph, please. Well, but for now, let's keep moving forward. And just when you get a minute, you could sign my shoulder if you want. Just follow this road down to the end, right through the city. This is the greatest of causes. Me and Sona are like kindred spirits. That confirms it. Highness of Älvström again? Looks like the campaign knights still haven't shown up. Wandering into a nice wide open space like that is just begging to get sniped. Don't move. Oh, we getting all the tsunderes, bro. All the tsunderes are coming back. Look at Tsundere Plastic Knight. We had Tsundere Uncle. We had Tsundere Plastic Knight. We had Tsundere Blood, or well, not Blood Knight. Knights Mora Knight. Like, bro. Requesting backup. Requesting backup. Roy, we can't be wasting any more time. Look for a chance to retreat. I'll stop them. Be careful. Hey! Hey, hey! What you mumbling about over there? Oh, well, hasn't this turned into quite the pain in the ass? We're in position. Sona, there's no end to the armorless goons. We'll be in trouble if this drags on. Hey, come help us out, you bunch of louts. Bunch of cowards. You're one up behind you. Got the fan pulling up. I shouldn't put up the sign, sorry. Habits. Are you okay? Maria? I'm here to help. It's Maria Neuro, get them. Keep your hands off her. Begin operation Become Besties with Maria in order to get an autograph from Margaret. Koala, you ready over there? Way ahead of you. You should have stayed in your nursing home. Surround them. What's going on? Why is my weapon shaking? I wonder why. Look at the fam. Look at the squad. The Radiant Knights' actions are a slap across the face to the KGCC. Is this the rest of the Union? What about the two Sarkaz Knights? We haven't met them since the last time they tried to assassinate Knights more. Forget it. Get out of there and back up our forces. We must stop the Radiant Knight and the Blood Knight. Even if you have to kill them. Oh, Vicky. She holds up a ball of candlelight. A beautiful wispy glow. Just leave them alone, won't you? Teams 7 and 8 are in position. We've got a lot of witnesses, more every minute, but we have to do it anyways. Get ready to take the shot on the Grand Knights. The onlookers, the Knights in the Armorless Union, and the members of Pinus of Älvström locked in combat all stop what they are doing. Like children witnessing the steel leviathan that is a train roar past for the first time. That's the Silverlands Pegasi. The armorless subconsciously stop their attacks and lower their weapons. Their breathing turns solemn, as if a single rash move would result in a bloody retribution. Bro, why are you putting your crossbow down? Why am I putting... The bastard did one swing and took down 2 freaking concrete columns. Two in a swing. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put my gun down too. Margaret. That voice. Uncle Liam? That was so adorable, bro. Oh my god. Even now, you intend to stay your path? The soldiers are a part of the country. Soldiers carry out duty, not justice. Already told you this. Indeed. I can't lift an infected throughout the entire city. Heed my orders. Escort the Radiant Knight and the Blood Knight to the Wall of Champions exhibition hall. Bro, ain't that the best? Come on, man. A single road. So many people and so many events, all converging alongside you. How it reminds me of you back in the day. Report the Radiant Knight's current position. Monique, thank goodness we finally got through to you. Hurry. Yes, ma'am. They'll reach the wall in about 10 minutes. The Silver Lance Pegasus squad has escorted them. Oh, we can't make a move. I'll sniper. I'll only get one shot at this. Once my position is exposed, the Silver Lance Pegasus can strike clear through a building. You must draw their attention. Roger. Madam Grand Knight? Oh, ho, 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 ho. If it isn't little Amia, come here. Have you enjoyed your stay in Casimira's? We managed to solve a lot of problems, all thanks to the doctor. And without Rhodes Island serving as mediators with the Grand General Chamber of Commerce, the situation in Area Zero would not have been resolved peacefully. You have my thanks. That's what we do. And you must be doctor. Several companies suddenly started submitting applications regarding Area Zero to the Adeptus, giving us ample grounds to conduct an investigation. Was this also your work? I think we both did our parts. Did Gravel did a good job? Oh, of course. She helped us a great deal. Then maybe it's time for her to leave the nest and hone her skills elsewhere. But that's a discussion for another day. As for these two Sarkaz, you go by Shining and Nightingale, correct? I'm listening. Well, it's not often that Sarkaz visit these halls. Go meet the Radiant Knight. She needs people she can rely on. Go. If I'm Sona, I'm losing my effing mind. All right, listen. If I'm fighting Armorless Union, right, and then like they start this freaking the campaign night, Silverlance, Pegasi come around and like are surrounding the two champions. I'm literally fighting against the Armorless Union, bro. I am moving at the speed of freaking light to smack him, put him on the ground, and be like, "Hey, you stay still. You do not even begin to understand the thing I am missing because you idiots keep wanting to fight with me, okay? There are two champions right there that I still have not gotten an autograph on my armor just yet, and a bunch of Silverlance Pegasi. So if you don't mind, I will be leaving. Good night." And then moving, you know? I see it. A golden glistening exhibition hall. Bro. Ow! Dude! That's so sick! Hello? Yo! Got too excited, I choked my water. In what kind of sport does the winner and loser share the pedestal? The folks on the board of directors must be livid right now. Maybe. If we... Watch out. A lazarite bolt tears through the curtain of night. In a flash, the tip is but hairs away from Margaret's face. But... what touches her fist is a warm, gentle hand. Did you need a hand, NEARL? You know what's the funniest thing? This is this is after Shining like smoked Monique with those shots earlier. Who's the one to stop the arrow? Shining again. Can you imagine the absolute resting Monique face that Monique has right now? Oh my god, she is livid. The breath of life permeates the space. And the blue of his home, like a soaring foul beast, lands on the Sarkaz's shoulder. Shining turns to face a certain direction, her lips curling up slightly. Oh, she mouthed the fourth arrow, huh? That's too bad. Sarkaz, what relationship do you have with the Radiant Knight? Companions. Go no. Right. Welcome, Margaret 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀, the Grand Knight. I've never seen this place without flashing lights and a sea of reporters. And they didn't have the guts to push through the campaign nights to conduct their interviews. Just for tonight, the Wall of Champions belongs only to the Knights. Never has that sounded more ironic. This exhibition hall predates the existence of the Knights competitions. In the past, this place was a museum that preserved the relics of those heroes. That was a long time ago. You still haven't changed your mind, right? That's right. Margaret, you... Very well. Just like I couldn't convince your grandfather back then. Come closer and let me have a look at you. Kirill's granddaughter is all grown up now. It's uncanny how much you take after him. He would have been proud. What you seek to do goes against the flow of the times, Margaret. You don't need the privilege of the military or nobility or the competitive fame. This is only your beginning, young lady. Even after all these twists and turns, you've only just begun your tumultuous journey. Part 4? It's almost done. More NEARL, please. Por favor. Pretty, please. Maybe. Would be nice. The sun rises, the veil of night parts. Perhaps nothing has changed, but perhaps the future has already sealed its victory in this moment. Let all peoples rise up. Let all things return to silence. If you deem the waves too raucous, then command the ocean to be still. Civilization flourishes and the city roars forth. The only things capable of destroying them are themselves. Do not entrust that battle to time, for they will defeat even time. Grasp that duty, for you must entrust it to yourself. Entrust it to all peoples. Something truly unexpected has occurred at the Major. 2 championship winners have gone to the Wall of Champions together, an unprecedented event. Moreover, the Radiant Knight rejected her award from the Knights Association and left on her own. What a blasphemous turn of events. Ow. Old man, if you can't fight anymore, then keep your head down. Just leave the rest to Maria and Sophia. We step outside. Are you staring at your hammer like that, Marcine? Just start pining for the good old days after one night of exercise? Maybe a bit. I wonder how the NEARL family is doing. Huh? Uncle? You're leaving the Grand Knight territory? Are you girls even NEARLs? Stop saying so much at Sophia's. It's unbecoming. Be gone for a while, so during that time, Margaret, are you sure you want to stay in Kazimierz? Yes. You should already know what you'll be up against. Nobody will understand you. Of course. Always known that. If that's the case, then I have nothing else to say. What a Sindre. Just say that like you're proud of your granddaughter. Oh, so, Mr. Wandering Knight. Why the sudden change of heart? Toland. Come on, you gotta give me the juicy details. Why'd you decide to leave all of a sudden, huh? For what purpose? What do you see when you look at me now? Why are you asking? You should know better than anyone else what I see in you. Okay. To be completely honest, you've let us all down. You don't have to hold rank in the Adeptus or be the person who charges the National Council, but you should at least have been our hero. Our NEARL. I don't know where you plan on going after you leave the city, but let me say this. You let them all down the same as me. If they see your face again, they may well decide to take your life. You think they can beat me? I've given up a lot of things, Toland, but I still find myself often clinging to a rather idealistic sentiment. I should still be out there somewhere. He was the eldest son of a war hero. My brother, the most powerful knight in the family. She is the most beautiful woman in all of Casimires. Elegant and dignified, like a gemstone. They were my pride and joy. Veritable gifts from heaven. They shouldn't have disappeared without a trace like that. It's been over a decade. I've never stopped thinking about it. It's already been 15 years. After wasting all that time and effort, why are you now? This is just paid leave. All by yourself? Isn't one person enough for a hopeless vacation? Come on. You're not the type to get swept by the emotions the Radiant Knight brought. So I won't ask why you decided to do this. You know how to find me. Or us. The one I need to find is myself. Rhodes Island, huh? We're able to provide you with treatment and they won't force you to do anything. Bro, how could you? That's evil. That's evil, doctor. See what you're doing there? You think you could just have Margaret NEARL, the queen, the beauty, the Radiant Knight, just walk into my establishment and try to convince me to join Rhodes Island and I'll just like easily say yes? Well, since that, I mean, sorry, long day. Since that's the team the Radiant Knight used to play for, then I guess they're trustworthy. Yes. Our ideals will one day illuminate this world. Even now, I still believe in them. Just curious. Will you ever head back there? No? Rhodes Island? Maybe. I will. One day. Hey, be sure to spar a few rounds with me then. You won't, huh? What? Who wouldn't want to challenge the champion? Count me in too? Legendary lineage of knights really gets you going, doesn't it? You have my word. I'll entertain you when the time comes. Look at you guys all fired right up after a tiny bit of rest. You knew from the beginning you weren't one of us infected, right? Yes. But you still chose to fight for us? Yeah, fight for the downtrodden. I'll have to think about it, Margaret. Okay. Well, here's a letter from our doctor. Opens the letter. Half an autograph of Margaret. And then a little note by the doctor in the bottom right corner. You can have the other half if you join. Bro, instantly, dude, I'd run over like freaking the Flash. The board is very upset. Looks like we'll lose a few months of bonuses. Bonuses, huh? What we did cost the lives of so many infected, so many knights, and even the Armorless Union. All that only adds up to our bonuses. Evil Tempura voice actor debut win. I can't voice act, man. I don't got the chops for it. I'd love to. That'd be a cool bucket list goal one day. One day. I gotta go to school for that. Most likely. I appreciate the super. Thank you, thank you. About that, come with me, Mr. 𝙃𝙂𝙀. We gotta discuss where you go from here. What you said earlier about the telephone really made sense after I had some time to mull it over. Whose call are we waiting for? A newsman's. Sorry, a newsman? Do we have to sit for an interview? They call him that. It's just the title. Wait a sec. You can't mean... Mickey? It's me. Let me first introduce you to the person on the other end of the phone. He is the chairman of the Rose Paper Union, the newsman, Kane. 𝙃𝙂𝙀 is here too. Yes, it's an honor to speak to you. I paid good money to buy 𝙃𝙂𝙀 from Miesco Industries. He will be my right-hand man. In other words, there are no strangers among us, Mickey. You can call me Father. Yes, Father. Good. How's your mother doing? Very well, Father. She thinks of you often. And what about you? Are you married yet? Not yet, I'm afraid. How are you, Father? Where are you right now? Colombia. Now, when will you come back to Casimira's? It's not time for that yet, Mickey. Those short-sighted idiots don't see the truth, but Colombia is a real enemy that threatens Casimira's. Our newspapers have yet to cover their city, and our voices have yet to reach the Colombian ears. The speed of their development is frightening, and so we must move to contain them, to seize their markets. The games between countries are most fascinating, Mickey. Those nobles, so rigid in their ways. Victoria, Ursus, these powerful countries are so ignorant that one cannot help but feel for them. 𝙃𝙂𝙀, yes. You willing to give everything for the General Chamber of Commerce? You are a capable person, I can tell, just from reading a few words of your report. Could it be that you still harbor compassion for those knights? Seems like I hit the mark. Child, let me pose you a question. When the number of Casimira's attack ships far exceeds that of Ursus, when Colombia is flooded with Casimirian caravans and goods, when our border strongholds more than double in number, would that be the end of war? Would Ursus still threaten us? Would Casimira still be weak? Of course not. The knights are the true parasites on Casimira's. Imbeciles barking for glory. Nobles? Bah. I heard about what happened at the Major. The Adeptus think they've protected their honor and glory. Give them as much of it as they want. The time and the people are on our side. After a few more tournaments, the masses will forget what the shockwaves brought by the Radiant Knight and return to invest in the next round of consumption and entertainment. For them, arguing over which knight is stronger and whether knight merchandise is fairly priced is more important than looking after the dregs we leave behind. The country stands on our side. Casimira's is already inextricably tied to the economic foundations laid by the KGCC. Those pitiful campaign knights, how many have already volunteered surrender to us? 𝙃𝙂𝙀, this time you have the right to choose. Before I answer, can I ask a question? Please do. Mr. Arnie, because he failed to prevent the Radiant Knight from entering the arena, he was exiled. By my standards, this is unacceptable. Why did it happen? Ha, Zarni. That old fool. I see the turning point in your destiny, 𝙃𝙂𝙀. I ought to thank him too. However, what if I told you Mr. Zarni's disappearance was not directly related to that Radiant Knight incident? What if I told you that his exile was just a consequence of a long-standing series of power struggles and an excuse finally being found to take him out of the picture? Zarni was exiled by political opponents over a bribery incident a few years ago. It had nothing to do with the Radiant Knight. Had nothing to do with your destiny. More often than not, this is the truth of the world. The truth of modernity is one of supreme indifference. Come, 𝙃𝙂𝙀. Let us become the voice of this world. Huh? What? Not a fan of our new storefront? Storefront? You're opening a shop? Are you blind? No, but hand sanitizer? 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀 Daily Wares has been the most popular brand in recent years. And there are 3 bosses behind the company that launched 𝙃𝙁𝙀 Daily Wares. Soon, those 3 bosses will become a part of the General Chamber of Commerce. You guys, yes, but it's just for the sake of joining them. As you know, the more inside information we have, the more we'll know about the direction the winds blow in the future. Sooner or later, mercenaries and assassins will become obsolete. There's no need for so many of them, and in the end, all they're good for is killing. All we're good for. Them, on the other hand, they can take over a country. This is another crossroads of our time, Platinum. By the way, why don't you come be our poster girl, since we're missing a clerk anyway? You're very good looking. It'll be perfect. Monique got jealous of that, and the funny part is, like, Monique didn't say anything because she knows that Platinum has her beat. That's funny, dude. During an upcoming mission for the Union, the 3 of us will vanish. Then we'll find the best plastic surgeon, we'll swap faces, and become by-the-books business people. So, you took advantage of the blackout caused by the infected to kill everyone with connections between the board and the Union. They deserve the credit for making it so easy. The board can't stop fighting with itself under the table or otherwise. Whoever controls the Union holds an overwhelming advantage, and no director dared to blatantly manipulate it, or let others do so. It is precisely because of this tacitly agreed restraint that they ended up losing control over the Union. Let me tell you a joke. The people of Casimiras no longer know the name or whereabouts of the person leading the organization they hire for their hit jobs. Does Darksteel really exist? Who knows? Darksteel might be a single person, maybe 2. Darksteel might even be a front, or just refer to the signals as Lazarite used during operations. But for all you know, Darksteel might have passed you on the street, or be sitting in a boarding room, or on a vacation in a Sami villa. Nobody knows, and that's why the name strikes fear. One last thing. Whatever the case, you should have been a damned woman. Condemned as the scapegoat. We'll have our eyes on you. You're armorless too. Surely you wouldn't want to make enemies of us, right? I have to run. And this is how she joins Dr. Amiya. Madame. Oh, no. The reason I called you here is we'll meet again. Oh, yes. If Rhodes Island ever calls for me, then I shall head to your side, Dr. Amiya. Great. I've been a drifter for many years, and it isn't until now that I finally had the time to look back at my old home. Maybe I should go visit my grandfather's grave. Neural? Oh, Doctor, let's give them some space. Neural, take care of yourself. Until next time, we'll meet again. Of course. Godspeed. It's time for us to part ways as well, Neural. Shining? Actually, it's alright. I know what you're going to say. We'll return to Lodinium, just as you've returned here. The past and those sins, we'll excise them ourselves. Shining? Liz, you might really come to hate me at some point. But trust me, I will always stay by your side. How could I ever hate you? Nah, bro, it's gonna be a whole event. If that time comes and you ever need me, I swear to you, the Radiant Knight Margaret and Earl will fight for you both. The lights of Kawalarelki shine brightly once more, as do the lights throughout the general chamber. Like the answer smeared across the city by humankind, the curtains of night slowly begins to lift. This is how civilization continues to flourish. 3 days later, in a certain village outside the Grand Knight territory. This is the place. Quaint little town, isn't it? Do you always come stay out here? I used to stay at a more classic den of thieves. Even if I had my eyes on other cities, I did most of my work underground and in the black market. Then, I met some people. They changed the way I saw things. I'll skip to the important part, though. A bit after that, we fought a battle with the Rust Hammers. You know those guys? Psh, bunch of lunatics. Many people have the wrong idea about the Rust Hammers, that they're just a band of thieves, but they aren't. During that battle, I saw kids, teenagers swinging metal pipes. Pretty crazy, huh? Yeah, it sounds scary. That's what makes them truly scary. The Rust Hammers weren't born to fight against civilization. They were born of the development of civilization. Don't expect them to have some end goal in mind or some greater purpose. It's a mistake to treat them like a group of rational actors. They're just the orphans of civilization. They were born when it moved on, but couldn't bring everyone along. Homeless, with nowhere to go, forced to survive in the barren wilderness littered with orgenium, they are the catastrophes. Thanks to them, we've become united, and as a result, we've also realized a few things. But we don't want to end up like those lunatics. So, what are we gonna do? I want you two to meet a few people. What kind of people? A few infected. A few farmers. A few knights. A real melting pot, huh? A few manual laborers and you know, a few bounty hunters. A few village chiefs, unable to make ends meet. A few worn-out nobles. A few college students. A few illiterates. A few people trying to change 𝙃𝙖𝙀𝙀. A few people who were changed by 𝙃𝙖𝙀𝙀. Come on, don't be so surprised already. The real surprise has only just begun. So now, you've asked me before, what's the point of thwarting the General Chamber? What's the point of the Knights? I'd like to pose the same question back to you. Because the rise of the merchants, before 𝙃𝙖𝙀𝙀 was firmly in the grasp of the GCCC. Who was it that exploited the poor and oppressed the masses? Who hanged the infected while hiding inside the massive edifices erected by and to their power? The Knights. We don't prop up the reality of a villain just because there isn't one now. Why bother though? You always lose out in the end. But to be honest, though, you rarely hear the words GCC spoken without curses attached. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. The people who've been left behind by the city should unite. Tolan, is this? Ha! An infected knight from the Grand Knight territory. Good old friend of mine. We formed a working relationship. Are the others here? Yes, they're all inside. Good. Why don't you head inside as well, Gloria? It's nearly light out. Is it Gloria or Carol? Question mark? Carol? Oh, it's Carol. Thought it was Gloria. Okay. Epilogue time! What am I doing first? Carol from Granny event. I gotta do Granny event. What am I doing first? Is it GCC? Adeptus? Doesn't matter. KGCC? Got you. Right. What am I doing? Hold on. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then we're gonna do choice, then long road. Got you. Be right back. Okay. After the first rays of dawn, the 𝙃𝙗𝙀𝙧𝙬𝙧 nightclub will make their own choice. And of course, others will do the same. But as for which choices are correct, whether now or in the future, is all up in the air. What does that mean? Question mark. Nothing? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? So do we all have to go to that Rhodes Island place for treatment? I mean, if you want me to get Margaret's autograph, I mean, you don't have to go, you get to go. Just because you're used to living with oropathy doesn't make it less dangerous. No matter how many things we still have to do, our bodies fall apart first. What good are all those ideas? Well, you got a point. I sure do. Take care of yourselves. It's been a while since we've gotten any serious oropathy treatment. We Knights aren't the only ones affected either. There are still so many ordinary workers, farmers, and civilians with us, and we can't force them to suffer oropathy. We can't let what happened to Jamie happen to anyone else. Right. Whew. Sona. Oh, Ashley, what's up? We talked to that sarcastic hibiscus. Rhodes Island has to leave the Granite territory this afternoon. We have a lot of people with us, so we need to get ready ASAP. Alright. Just the Anyone should be reaching out to the rest of the infected who can still be contacted. Armorless Union and GCC really plan on giving up, huh? If what we learned is true, they should be a bit tied up right now with their own problems. Besides, Rhodes Island is still under the protection of the Adeptus. At least for now, they're safe. What you staring at me for? What did Tolan say to you? Huh? Where did that come from all of a sudden? Ever since the two of you went to that village outside the Granite territory, you're like a completely different person. Those villages on the outskirts of the Granite territory were established over the last few years in conjunction with the Kawalarelki Alliance. There shouldn't be anyone out there except a bunch of ordinary farmers. I doubt the bounty hunters have a foothold out there, so he must have had some other purpose. He entrusted us with a single task. Concerning Casimira's, this country, and the infected. All of us. Why didn't you tell me then? Honestly, I'm not sure why myself. It's just been on my mind this whole time. Thought I'd tell everybody about it once I sorted things through in my own head. Are you mad at me? You just come out with it. Isn't that what you once said to me? You don't even know how fidgety Great Nettie has been the last few days. I kept having to tell her everything is fine. Psst. No one here asked you to carry everything on your own, Sona. Sorry. So, what's eating you up? What we are going to do next is at odds with the purpose we had when establishing 𝙃𝙗𝙀𝙧𝙬𝙧. What would you do then? What does that mean? Well, if we're no longer just fighting against the corrupt knights, against the KGCC, no longer solely fighting for the benefit of the infected, we have to tolerate the discrimination against the infected, join hands with former enemies, choose our fights carefully. If we have to completely change ourselves, we had to indefinitely set aside the peaceful lives just in front of our eyes and leap into the fire again. What would you do? What's with the questions? I'm not good with the philosophical stuff. What's the difference? How would you answer your own questions? As an infected and a knight, I believe that we should strive to do more. Although right now, I don't know. But as Sona, this is how I want to leave you all. So I'd rather that than force you down a path you never intended to take. And beyond that, nobody even knows where the path will lead. Seeing you lost in thought a whole bunch recently, and it's made all of us uneasy. But I hope you understand one thing. 𝙃𝙗𝙀𝙧𝙬𝙧 may be the name of a nightclub, but we all know that even if we're knights, we also aren't really knights. Whether you're coming to us as a knight, as an infected, as a Zalek, or even as just regular old Sona, you can always talk to us. And you'll get the same answer every time. We're not splitting up. And to be honest, after everything we've been through, I don't think there are many infected in the nightclub who strictly identify as knights. Of course, those who want to leave and pursue an ordinary lifestyle will help them as well. But that lifestyle isn't for us, not the four of us. That's right. If we were as mercenary as those guys, I would have waited all these years for nothing. What are you waiting for? For a storm. So I can become the lightning. If you like lightning that much, you should have just painted your armor gold. It's a great idea. Now that you've all made your feelings clear, let's focus on the issue in front of us. Let's get the infected over to Rhodes Island. No rest till everyone's on board. We're going to set sail soon. Flametail? Not everyone's made it for the roll call. They must have been captured by patrolling knights. But They make everyone illegal? Why are knights still arresting people? I don't know. They said they're not releasing anyone without a ransom. Corrupt nobles, I need some discipline. Sona? I know. Tell the others to keep the plan and report to Rhodes Island. We need to act fast. Alright, what about you? We're going to do what we've always done. Hibiscus, all these people, I knew what was coming, but seeing this many at once makes me wonder if we actually have the capacity. We'll be fine. Doctor got some help from Mr. 𝙃𝙖𝙩𝙬𝙧. Oh, right, Amiya. I heard we were planning to open a new office in the Grand Knight territory. Yeah. With how many infected knights there are, we can't keep them all on Rhodes Island forever. Plus, there are still those infected who we can't take care of, who still need a way out. When the time is right, Highness Sylvestris will help us establish an office. Oh, how nice. They'll even get to see their homes again. Was this that Flametail Knight's idea? Not entirely. The doctor also pitched in. Aw, I really wanted to meet Flametail Knight. I heard she's done so many amazing things. Amiya, do you know why she isn't here yet? Now that you mention it, she was supposed to be here right now. Amiya, Hibiscus, it's time to go. Oh, okay. Shining. Have you seen those knights from Highness Sylvestris? It's bugged. It's supposed to be on Shining, not... That's weird. From what the infected knights told me, they stayed behind... Whoa, that's so disorientated. They stayed behind to help some infected who were being harassed by knight nobles and were unable to catch up with the rest of the team. Then we need to go back them up. Till we leave this country's borders, Casimir's will continue to keep a close eye on us. Even now, dozens of campaign knights are waiting for our foreign enterprise to leave the Grand Knight territory. But... Sorry, I let my emotions get the better of me, and I got into a fight with that knight noble. Don't worry about that now. Even if you hadn't overreacted, they would have found some excuse to torment you. Just grit your teeth and run. So now we've got company, and not the knight nobles, it's the Armorless Union. They're tailing us from both sides up on the roofs. Perfect. I'm just about to feel guilty for not leaving them a parting gift. That makes two of us. No, we need to keep moving and get to Rhodes Island as soon as we can. We can't cause trouble for them. Sona, the Radiant Knight? Before we leave, if you could just autograph the shoulder, pretty please. That must be NEARL? No doubt about it. None at all. Shining. Look at the red-tailed Xivam-Kun running towards us. Is that the Highness Sylvestris nightclub? Wait, isn't that the boarding ramp on this side, though? Sorry I'm late, Miss Amiya! Gangway, we're jumping! Wait, are they actually going to... We're actually doing this. Whoa, feels like a real hero's entrance right out of a novel. Ha, piece of cake. But I brought my shield with me if I knew this was going to happen. Sorry for dropping in unannounced. It's fine. Long time no see, little knight. It wasn't that long ago. In the flesh, how you been, Amiya? Should we get everyone introduced? Was not expecting that. Reused asset, or is that Mr. Plushy guy? Good morning, Mr. Zarni. Why the formal word today? You finally heading back to the city? A very distinguished guest will be paying me a visit today. I've waited a long, long time for him. Oh, what can I guess? Is he also from the city? He's a former colleague. I see, I see. Well, I won't bother you anymore then. Just make sure to fetch your water before the sun goes down. I will. I am also very curious what he's like now. Last time we met, he was a helpless little pen pusher. So wishy-washy that he couldn't even speak up for himself. Didn't even have a single decent suit. But now, you've changed so much, 𝙃𝙂𝙀𝙀. That's crazy. Mr. Zarni, come in. I know you must have a lot of questions. What? Are you surprised that my house is so run down? The thing that surprises me more is how well you seem to have adapted to this life. I'm sure that one day the number of people in high positions solely because of their birth will become fewer and fewer. Just look at your tone of voice now, 𝙃𝙀𝙀. You're more qualified for your job than I ever could have imagined. Congratulations. Before I found work in the Grand Knight territory, I was just the son of a winery worker. That's quite different from what was on your resume you left in the office. Oh, you even did your homework on me. See, 𝙃𝙀𝙀, I have a good eye for talent. You are in peril, and you are powerless within the KGCC, but you still managed to track me down and find my home, even after I completely changed my identity. You found me, 𝙃𝙀𝙀. I can hardly recognize you anymore. If you're going to be uncomfortable, at least try not to show it. It's bad for negotiations. I'm a branded criminal, and you, well, the fact that you've come before me today without a completely new face means you've risen through the ranks since the end of the major. Come, let us toast to your promotion. Mr. 𝙃𝙖𝙀, your exile was unjust. Oh, you didn't come here just to tell me that. The fact that you know the truth about how I was treated means that the people who told you this truth wanted something from you. If I was in their position, I surely would have wanted 𝙃𝙀𝙀 dead. I'm not doing that. Why? That goes against my principles. Principles? Huh. Do you not realize the person standing before me, speaking so confidently of principles, was a pauper who couldn't even put food on the table just a few months ago? Face it, 𝙃𝙀𝙀, you've already embraced this society. Sooner or later, you'll join as chosen. Quite a nice aroma to these 2 cups of wine. I don't think you should have to choose to lose your life. Platinum of the Armorless Union was just as naive and innocent as you, which is why I have my life. Of course, I think she only spared me out of convenience. My family chose not to accompany me to this little village, instead continuing their comfortable lives in the Grand Knight territory. They divvied up my assets, and the Radiant Knight became the champion, and 𝙃𝙀𝙀 became a criminal. The infected can never break the shackles of public perception. Proves I never misjudged 𝙃𝙀𝙀. It is what it is. Come, 𝙃𝙀𝙀. This bottle of brandy was given to me by a former employee who I had promoted. He secretly sent someone to deliver this to me after learning I was still alive. Despite that, he still looted my ill-begotten bribes. I had to pretend not to see that the necklace he was wearing came from my collection. This glass is poisoned. But don't worry, I only just slipped in the drug. As long as you don't drink it, nothing bad will happen. What's the meaning of this? Help yourself to a glass. I'll take the other one. No, this is ridiculous. I'll be taking my leave. Of course you can leave, 𝙃𝙀𝙀, but the end result will be the same. Oh, and don't try to throw out the wine either. Wine is very precious, but poison is plentiful. Why are you forcing me to do this? I don't understand. We only just met by chance during the major. Why? 𝙃𝙀𝙀, have you really not figured it out yet? Cheers, 𝙃𝙀𝙀, to your continued ascendance and to my retirement. Cheers. Darthan, get some good rest. Thanks for hanging out, my dude. Are you Mr. 𝙃𝙀𝙀's guest? Why are you here alone? What happened to him? What does Mr. 𝙃𝙀𝙀 do around here? That's a story to be shared over dinner. Folks in the city sure know their stuff. Most of the time he's helping the other villagers plan their business or teaching the kids how to read and write. What's wrong? Your face is all red. Did I say something to offend you? No, it's nothing. Oh, are you headed back then? Sorry to bother you. I won't give in. I won't become what you said, Mr. 𝙃𝙀𝙀. I will fight to the bitter end. I swear it. Now, I'm a little confused. Did he just kill himself? Very confused. I don't know. He did. While giving a warning that 𝙃𝙀𝙀 will potentially have a similar fate. Huh. One way to send a message. One way to send a message, I guess. As I am now, I don't think I have the patience to sit down and read a book. Margaret, Viviana, when did it happen? I don't know. If I had to say, though, it would probably be the moment I charged into the Major without stealing my resolve. You're welcome to stay. I've thought about it before. After all, the Grand Knight territory still has a knight like you. But this is also the choice I've made. Choice? You know, when I decided to draw my sword so that you and Blood Knight could go on that fantastic adventure, I was actually very excited. Don't go all quiet on me, it's making me embarrassed. It's not the kind of experience you get to have every day, fighting for others for a greater ideal, for something that seems unobtainable. Maybe after leaving Lathainian, I never really lived as a knight. You aren't staying after all? If you leave, we'll be playing right into their hands. Let me put this another way, Margaret. Don't let me stay. Beg me to come back. I'll come back for sure. But for now, I'll follow the Nova Nightclub's arrangements and stay for a while in a remote city. It'll be a fresh and exciting adventure. What about the other knights, your friends? The few that I do have, aren't they all here already? I'm honored. At least let me see you off. Sure. Having the champion see me off would be a great honor of my own. Oh, right. I forgot about this book when I was packing up. You can have it, though, so that works out nicely. A poetry anthology? Twin Moons and Marigold. I'm not familiar with Lathanian's literary scene. The wonderful thing about symbolism and metaphors is that you're not forced to come up with a single concrete answer. This is true. Just like the Radiant Knight and her deeds. My ride's on its way. Do you see it? Yes. I wonder if the Grand Knight territory will be different the next time I'm back. You know as well as I that this country won't change so easily, but at least I want knights to be called knights once more. Good. Remember your promise, Margaret. Sorry to keep you waiting. It seems candle night. Whenever you're ready. What a surprise. Good day to see you as well, esteemed Radiant Knight. Mosh. Are we leaving right now? Yes. You'll be the last passenger. The catastrophe messenger is also ready. All right. I hope it's a lovely city. Until next time. Will there be a next time? Hopefully. See you again, Viviana. She's gone. You're still not coming out? If I remember correctly, you're General Chamber of Commerce Spokesman McKee. But now that the Major is over, I won't have that title for much longer. Maybe it's time for you to take a stand. The affairs of Madame Dross and the Nova Nightclub have always been my responsibility. I was just carrying out my last assignment. By the looks of things, I was too late. What a shame. I see. The way Madame Dross was mistreated has everything to do with you. Radiant Knight, we are now enemies, given what you did at the Major. That's not quite accurate, spokesman. Just that we're committed to our own beliefs and fight for our own ideals and justice. That is assuming the General Chamber still has ideals and isn't just relying on others to line their pockets. I didn't expect you to be this sharp-witted. I'm just stating facts. Alright then. So this is where the Candle Knight is going to live. Not a bad place. But I'd write her a couple letters if I were you. She might not be as strong as you think. The audacity. City of Saplings and Artisans, Ognisko. Alright, what business do you have over there? What business, huh? Maybe I want to try my hand at poetry. The name of the city is pretty poetic, isn't it? A bumpkin like me wouldn't dare prattle on in front of someone like you. You're too modest. Looking forward to the next chapter of your life? Maybe. It really might make for a nice poem. Desundere, what do you want, Pegasus? This is a weird duo. I'm not sure if the knights still remember this, as it isn't something taught in the history books. The so-called Kagan Quest, the true name of the ceremony is Kagan Quest that crosses the heavens. What? Do you know? When Knights Mora warriors came of age, they would head to a trial site of their choosing, under the watchful eyes of their family and tribe leader. The ancient race's traditions always believed self-reflection to be the ultimate test. Confidence or arrogance, caution or cowardice, all would come to light. Not all Knights Mora tribes has this tradition. Only a few examples of similar rituals can be found in historical texts. There is but one exception. One single person spent an entire lifetime completing that Kagan quest, and that person has entered history. Tola, We assumed your grandfather to be deceased, but not only did he survive, he also continued the Knights Mora bloodline. Pegasus, your birthplace is hundreds upon thousands of leagues from the Grand Knight territory. Would you come all this way to become a knight rampaging your way through the arena just to vent this anger? And yet I still dare not raise my blade against you. Pathetic. Who the hell are you? Just an old feeble campaign knight. Put your blade down, young Knights Mora. I wasn't done with my story. That man who did not complete his Kagan quest until he reached Death's Door began his journey in once lush grasslands of eastern Ursus. He stood in the middle of the vast prairies, looking out across the wide land, and made a promise to his tribe and to his brothers and sisters. His quest would cross the kingdoms of the Hippogriffs and the Pegasi, and he would topple the exalted throne of the Gaulish Emperor and tear down Latanian's 1,000 spires. In the final 10 years of his life, he did indeed complete his Kagan quest as promised. The great Kagan flayed the entire world, burned away the previous epoch, and set his sights on the border of human civilization. Your ancestors accomplished great things. Tola, you are a part of the Kagan genealogy, the last descendant living right before our eyes. The Keshig's greatest accomplishments was pulling the hedonistic wise men like the Pegasi from their thrones. Look at you. And as they look down on us from high, what have the Pegasi done but watch as those pathetic jesters tore down the era of knights? Take a good look at yourself. What about you resembles a knight? What is that slender ceremonial toothpick at your waist going to block? Casimiras, I need not draw my blade on anyone. Nice joke. Also, we were not watching idly. We simply did not have the ability to turn back time. I'm not interested in fossils who've lost their will to fight. Out of my way. Where's the place you plan to begin your trials? It's not for you to know, Pegasus. And but you no longer have a leader to answer to or a family to return to. You have no plans to come back. 𝙃𝙖𝙪 told me everything, Knights Mora. I've watched your matches. I can't stop you from leaving. After you've completed your journey, if you still wish to return to Casimiras, you can become a great knight and step onto the battlefield honorably. People of your kind are rare. You are an exceptionally rare talent bearing the Kagan's blood. Though the bloodline no longer runs thick, I do believe you'll always be an excellent warrior. You deserve a chance to experience true glorious combat. You and all the knights I've seen this entire way across Casimiras have all been the same. Arrogant. Fighting for you and fighting for this eyesore of a country is supposed to be glorious. I simply do not wish to see a promising sapling seek out its own death. My choices are mine alone, Pegasus. Leaving this city is the only beginning of my journey. I'm gonna be honest with you, Knights Mora's character is like meh for me. He's a child, you know, like too childish. I don't know if that makes sense. This coming from a guy that's like very in touch with his inner child. I don't know. He's the only character I'm like, eh. Anyone else? Is that just me? But the Kagan quest, I mean, it's a fun meme, but I don't know. His character just seems, you know, he's a shonen protagonist. Yeah, he's a shonen protagonist, but like doesn't learn from his mistakes. He is dope though. Like his combat's like sick. I feel like in the future he'd be a dope character. It's just right now, like, yeah. I hope we get another event with him. If we don't get another event that expands on his character, he's like a very flat character. Just it's my honest take. But if we get another event, then this is great foreshadowing. Just depends. We'll see. We'll see. A knight? Why are you here? Elder never told us we'd get a grand knight to visit. I bought a plot of land nearby. Oh, you must be the knight who bought old Jackie's plot. A pleasure to meet you. Please forgive me if I guess wrong, but judging by your dusky red arm and your sturdy posture, your title... what was your title again? I'm not a knight anymore. Yeah, because he's just a child compared to the others. I mean, yeah, but like Amya's a child. You know? Yeah, and if I could be so bold, you might be 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀, the Blood Knight. It was once called that. My God, you really are. All of us are huge fans. Why did you retire all of a sudden? In the Radiant Knight. Oh, if you're out here, you must be in some money trouble, right? I mean, just asking. What am I saying? I'm so sorry. You're the great champion. Of course you'd have more money than us. Come, I'll show you around. Yes. All right. Look, right here's the biggest shop in the village. The old master's not doing so great these days, and now his daughter is taking over. Oh, and who might this knight be? Are we just talking about him too? Crazy coincidence, isn't it? He's the one who bought that plot. Take a guess at who he is. No, right now it's the Blood Knight, the champion. The Blood Knight 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀. The champion? Is it really him? This is cute. The Blood Knight in the flesh? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I let myself get carried away there. Here, if there's anything you need, just let me know and I'll get it for you. Don't worry about the rest. I mean it. No need to be shy. In that case, what crops do you have here? Crops? Normally we purchase all the seeds we need for the village in bulk, but if you have any special requests, I'll arrange it for you. And just out of curiosity, do olive trees grow here? The kind from Minos? Hold on, maybe the village elder will know. Don't worry, it's not urgent. Just let me know when you find out. No problem at all. I'll be right back. Man, my man might settle down. I don't know. I don't know. He might settle down. Life might be good. You know? I don't know. Oh my. Where are my manners? Am I being a bother? Hey. Back off. Give him some space. Must be tired after coming all the way from here from the city. Over here, sir. I'll walk you back. One moment. If you recognize me, then you should also know that I am an infected. Infected? Oh yeah, you're right. You're an infected knight. You're not afraid of auropathy? Of course we are. What of it? You all should keep your distance from me. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, if you're an infected, after all. Sorry, I was way too excited. But still, don't you need people to help you out every now and then? See, farming isn't something you can just jump right into. You don't have any prior experience, right? There are a few students in the village. When I head back, I'll ask them if they know if you can grow olives here. Oh, that's right, about the auropathy. Can they treat auropathy in the city? Not effectively. That's why I chose this plot of land farthest from the village. If you don't have any particular business with me, it's better to stay away. It's very dangerous. Well, I mean, if that's the case, then do you think I can get, you know, before I go, you think I can get an autograph first? What's your name? Me! Forgot to introduce myself. They all just call me the old dentist. You can call me that too if you'd like. Sure. If there's anything I can help with, I'll be sure to ask. But at least right now I need to... Sir? Go home first. Need a change of clothes too. Can't always be walking around in a full suit of armor. Why don't you head back home for now? Right, I should do that. I won't keep you any longer, sir. See you later. I really need to hurry back and grab a change of clothes. Man, my man's gonna die soon, ain't he? Good day to you, mister. What? You're not ending there. Okay. You are ending there. What the fudge? You're just gonna introduce Roy in the same village that... Why? Why are we still out on patrol on such a cold day? Stop your whining. There's not so much as a village around these parts. Only a semi-observatory a bit further off. It actually belongs to Columbia. That's strange. I heard, but this is only a rumor, that yesterday a Sami priest of some sort was in a real hurry to see the boss. Priest? Oh, you must be talking about those snow priests. Why are those terrible things crossing the border all of a sudden? Oh, if I know. Well above our pay grade, though. That's something we need to know. Just keep your head down. Your eyes fixed on the endless snow in front of you. Each and every day till your eyes hurt. Fair enough. Slow down. Is that a horn? Looks like it's been left here for a while, too. I don't see any wheel markings or footsteps. What do we do? Let's head back and report it to the boss. There shouldn't be any man-made objects around here. Can't you tell what this horn might have been used for? Doesn't look to be anything Sammy, at least. Seems pretty old and worn out. Did you hear that, or am I just imagining things? Yeah, probably just imagining things. Anyways, let's get in touch with the team first. Still got a working connection? Hold on, it's that sound again. Expedition team, we found something else nearby. We'll contact you again in 10 minutes. Hey, look over there. Since when was there a forest that way? Quick, hand me the spyglass. Hello? According to the 7th expedition... The Xivam-Kun quest continues. When they followed the trail of the army, they reportedly heard the sounds of war drums and clashing weapons, but could not find traces of any people. The only thing left behind was an abandoned horn, nothing else. The Sami individual denied doing anything, and the Colombian Observatory only further corroborated this denial. The snowy land was shining peacefully as far as the eye could see. There was only a single row of footprints gradually disappearing into the thick snow extending past the far north. Dude! Yo! Whiskey with the 100 super chat! Holy smokes! Can we get a huge cheers in the chat? Damn! Congrats on clearing the reading portion of the event. Just wanted to help with demonetize and show appreciation for the stream. Please consider reading NEARL's character story in the future. She also has a personal side story. It's all for NL. This is not a bribe. Not today, but maybe sometime in the future. Whiskey! Thank you for the super holy freaking smokes! Yo! Okay. Alright, well fam, we're ending the stream there. I'll be checking out the 3rd prologue on my own and seeing if I can unlock it naturally or not. Guys, thanks for joining the stream. My voice is shot. We're calling it there before it breaks. I'm already feeling it. Love y'all. Doses. Have a good one. Till next time. Be on real. Guys, I just want to say, hey. But before we end. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait, uno segundo. Before we end. If my computer wants to work. Hold on. There it goes. Okay. Before we end, let me just get my final thoughts on this real quick, okay? I got a lot to say. Hero, thank you for the 10 super. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for hanging out and vibing. Guys, this was a 10 out of 10 event. Absolutely freaking phenomenal. My only issue with this event, the only thing that I feel like it felt kind of flat, it worked great in the event story. I'm just talking about the character himself. Mr. Xivam-Kun quest needs more expansion. He's a little too edgy. I like edgy, but there needs to be some type of complexity with the edgy. We don't have much. But I'm hoping that it's foreshadowing for a future event, which is why I still say this is a 10 out of 10 event, because I can tell that it's a setup. We're setting up. I really feel it. So we'll see. I'm curious to see when he comes back. I hate Roy, but he was necessary for the story. I don't know if that makes sense. Just because I don't like a character doesn't mean that they aren't a well-written character. I just hate them. Like if I met him in real life, I'd punch him in the jaw, you know? But for the story, he was absolutely fantastic. Every character in this event played a role to further help evolve the main cast in some fashion or form, and even the side cast with Pinus Sylvestris, right? Like even Mr. Kagan Quest, like even though he was a flat character, he proved to be like a perfect contrast to the Radiant Knight NEARL, you know, challenging some of her beliefs and the type of dedication that she has towards her end goal, you know. So Roy and Monique and Platinum is a Team Rocket. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Lawless, thank you for the super. How about a reaction to that? Nah, dude, my voice is shot. I'm not reacting right now. Not gonna happen. You can hear it, how raspy it is. We are calling it. We are calling it. We are calling. What happened to the music? Hold on. You got this. I believe in you. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, guys, on a real note, thank y'all for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Love y'all. Doses. Have a good one. Till next time, be unreal. Subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. Follow. Join the Discord. Bonus perks on Patreon. All that good stuff. And yeah. Love y'all. Have a good one. Till next time. And this wants the word. Hold on. Actually, we'll keep it playing. And I do want to say. Thank y'all so much for the support. Thank y'all so much for the patience. I got a lot of really cool content planned for the future. A lot of really cool events for the future that would not have been possible without your guys' support. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. I know I don't consistently cover Arknights that much, but this was an event that I was looking forward to, and I am very happy with. Like, it was worth every single minute. Otherwise, I would have stopped doing these streams like after the second one, to be honest with you. I appreciate the patience. Thank y'all so much for vibing with me, my wild, obnoxious energy. And you know, it's just final thoughts would be it's okay to have different opinions, and just because I like something and you don't like something, that doesn't make us enemies. Or if I don't like something and you do like something, like, it's okay to have different opinions, you know. And I really appreciate the support. It's been absolutely insane, especially for a guy that doesn't, you know, consistently cover this. So thank you. Not the best fam I could ask for. You guys blow my mind. I'll talk to y'all in the Discord. I'm gonna rest my voice now. My voice is shot. Holy smokes. Solace, thank you for the superhero whiskey. Arknights fam. Appreciate the patience, man. Thank y'all. Till next time. Be unreal. Peace. I'll keep y'all posted on updates on Twitter and Discord on my Arknight journeys and future Arknight streams when they happen. Who knows when they happen, but when they happen. Till next time, be unreal.
can feel your anger when the city of light is shrouded in the shadow. Tomorrow brings another day of sorrow, but I can't feel it anymore. We could be fine to stay where we are now. No, but this game of running ends here and now. But sorry, I won't be the same again. The fire's lit and blazing through the darkness, burning us surrounded by the sirens, waking up the people in the silence. Just follow me, yeah. Electricity's running through my veins.
Till next time. time, fam. Love y'all. Deuces. Have a good one. Thanks for being a part of the Dream Team, fam. Cheers to the best community I could possibly ask for. Y'all have no idea how built different y'all are as a community. You have no idea. Every opportunity, every event that we do, it's all thanks to you guys. Be proud. Thanks for being the definition of being real. Till next time, fam. Have a good one. Please take care of yourselves. Thanks for giving me a chance and believing in me. Make sure to do the same for yourselves. Stay healthy. Stay safe. I'm gonna go rest up now. Night night, fam. Love y'all. Till next time. Peace.
All these times we fought so hard to swallow all the pride, but the time has come for light to shine away. The story will be told. We will never be alone. Yeah. So tell me how you feel. I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna stay tonight. I don't wanna stay tonight. I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna stay tonight. I don't wanna stay tonight. Cause I don't wanna waste no time. Cause I just want to stay tonight.